You may be in a confusing space right now. Maybe some time has passed since your last relationship, but you're not quite sure if you're actually ready to date again. That can truly be a tough thing to decipher, but there are some signs to let you know that you're definitely not ready. And so we are going to talk about that on today. Join me right after this. Hey sis, welcome to Goodbye Heartbreak, Hello Healing. Are you hurt and confused after a recent breakup? Are you having thoughts like, I can't believe I'm here again. Why wasn't I enough for him? Or I'm never going to get married? Do you find yourself Googling how to get past the breakup or how to heal my broken heart? Do you start your morning feeling like you can finally breathe again, only to fall apart when you see a picture of your ex on social media? Hey sis, I'm Candace. I too was a single Christian woman who was heartbroken but still desired marriage. I too had numerous failed relationships and wished the right man would come along. I wanted closure from past relationships, healing for my heart, and I wanted to feel joy in my life again. But the truth is, I had no idea where to start or how to make any of this happen until I found the secret, partnering with God to heal from heartbreak. In this podcast, you will find tips for moving on after breakups, growing your relationship with God, and preparing for future relationships so that you will heal your heart and be ready to move forward into the life you desire. So turn off those heartbreak songs and turn me up in those earbuds. It's time to heal, sis. Hey sis, and welcome back for another episode of Goodbye Heartbreak, Hello Healing. Thank you for joining me on today. I am excited to have you. I don't like that you are in this place or find yourself in this season of life, but I am happy that you have found this podcast to help you on the journey. So thank you so much for inviting me on this journey with you. Sis, if you have not yet subscribed to the podcast, don't wait. Hit your subscribe button wherever you are listening. And also, if you have not yet left your 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts, please go and leave your written review. It really helps the show and it helps others just like you to find the show. So today we are talking about whether or not you are ready to date again. Hot topic, hot topic. I know that, you may have some questions. I know that you want love. You want to get married someday. You want a stable relationship right now. And so you're like, but can I do this now? Is now the right time? And I'm glad that, if you're asking that question, that's good. I'm glad that you're asking it and not just jumping into it, and you may be ready. But right now, I want to talk about the signs that you're not ready, because I think those are easier to spot and you can see like, okay, if I'm in any of these places, if I'm having these red flags show up in my life, then I am most likely not ready. And so I know as I was going through different, going from relationship to relationship, let me say it like that. I wish that somebody had sat me down and said, sis, do you realize that you have a few red flags right here that kind of show that you are not ready to actually go to another relationship? Now, granted, back then, I probably did not care to know whether or not I was ready, right? I just wanted to be with someone. I wanted someone to fill the voids. But, we're going to get into all of that. But that is not the reason to get into a relationship, okay? So let's jump right on in. Go ahead, make sure you get pen and paper. Write these down because maybe you will have to refer to them. Maybe you're not ready to date, but write these down anyway so that when that time comes and you're asking these questions, you will have them readily available to you, all right? So here is the first sign that you're not ready to date. Number one, the breakup is fresh. Okay. If you are fresh out of that breakup, then you are definitely not ready to date again. What do I mean by fresh? If it's been a short period of time, like I've had somebody say, oh, my relationship ended a week ago, but I'm ready to find love. I want to find the one for me. And I'm like, whoa, sis, that's mighty recent. That's mighty fast, mighty quick. Like, I know we all do want someone to love, but if you have not actually taken time to reflect on what happened in that relationship and do some healing work, then sis, you are absolutely not ready to move on. Okay. And again, fresh means that it's fresh when you have not processed anything, when you have not actually sat down to reflect on anything. When you have done nothing, you're just like, oh, I'm out and I want somebody else, so I'm getting in something else. I've been there. I've done that. It does not end well. Okay, it does not end well. So If the relationship is, or the breakup is fresh, then guess what? Sign number one, you're not ready. Very clear, very simple. Number two, you're still fantasizing about your ex. All right. That is another clear sign that you are not ready. If you are still thinking about all the good times that y'all used to have, if you're still fantasizing about the future that you were supposed to have with him and he's actually in that future, then sis, you're not ready to move on yet. You're still longing and holding on to your ex, and you don't want to bring that into your next relationship. You have to have been able to let go of him. And that brings me to number three. The third sign is that you're still experiencing unforgiveness toward your ex. And so either of those, whether you're still fantasizing about him or whether you are not forgiving him yet, that's clear indications that you're not ready to move on as well. Okay. And so the unforgiveness piece, that is a big piece to me. In my course, Grieving the Living, I actually go through the whole forgiveness process with you in that course because it's so important. And it's one of the two keys that I believe that will unlock healing for you. Okay. And so that's like such an important piece of the puzzle. You have to have forgiven him. If you're still angry towards him, if you're experiencing anger and resentment toward your ex, then how do you expect to move on with someone else? You're like, oh, he's this, he's that. I can't believe he did this to me. I'm just going to find somebody else. Like, that is not the tone that you should be setting, right? When you move on to someone else. When you move on to someone else, it should not have anything to do with your ex, and you shouldn't be holding on to anything from him, whether it is fantasies or whether it is unforgiveness. Both of those things have to be gone and should be gone before you move on to someone else. The third sign that you're not ready to date again is that you are looking for someone to quote unquote fix the heartbreak. All right. You're looking for someone to fix the heartbreak. And so if that is what you are looking for, sis, you're like, I'm too heartbroken, I'm too hurt, I just need somebody to come in to make me feel better. One, that's not fair to that person. And two, that's not fair to you either, sis, because once you feel like you're fixed, and I'm using air quotes big time here, once you feel like you're fixed, then what? Okay. Or once you actually, hopefully you will find healing eventually. But when you do you realize that you chose this person, not from a place of healing, but from a place of brokenness. All right. And so those types of things tend to never end well. So just don't do it. All right. So if that's your goal, to fix the heartbreak, you're on a hunt for someone, right? That's what I call hunting. You're like, let me go find somebody to come do what I need them to do so that I can feel better. That's very selfish. It is a very selfish mentality to have. Again, I can say it because I've done it, and it's not right. All right. So if you need someone to fix the heartbreak, guess who's the only person who can do that? God. And he allows you to partner with him in that process by actually doing some healing work and relying on him and depending on him and growing your relationship with him so that he can come in, fill the voids, heal the wounds, and that you can truly be healed, not just have a Band-Aid on your heart. All right, sis? So let's see. I think that was number 4. Number 5 is dating to numb the loneliness. So those two kind of go hand in hand, right? So you're like, okay, I'm lonely, so I need someone to come so I can have company, right? A lot of us want company. We don't really want the relationship. We don't want the responsibilities, because marriage is a ministry. We don't want to minister to people. We think we want that, but what we really want is for someone to minister to us. We really want somebody to make us feel better. It's all about us. Me. And we say, oh no, but I'm ready to pour into somebody. But are you ready to handle someone else's baggage? Are you ready to carry someone else's burden? Are you willing to stay when they make you mad to the point where you just want to walk away? But you marry them, so you stay with them, right? Are you ready for those things? But no, you're just like, I'm lonely right now, so I just need somebody to come and fill the loneliness. Again, it's selfish. It's not fair to the other person, and it's not fair to you. The longer you go, just dating people to numb the pain. I just hope y'all know, every time somebody walks away from you or the relationship fails, you connect to this person, they're just taking little pieces of you, even if it was only a few months, but they're just walking away and taking little pieces of you each time. They're just taking a little piece. And then you realize that, oh my goodness, I have this huge gaping hole in my heart from all the people that I decided to date and they walked away, or the relationship just failed, or things just didn't work out. Whatever the case is, it's not good and it's not healthy. Go ahead, do the healthy thing and heal. Stop numbing the pain, which we're probably going to have a whole nother episode on that. But stop numbing the pain, whether it's with someone else or something else. Go ahead and feel the pain, process the grief, and move on in a healthy way. That way you can be healthy. And when you're healthy, you have more peace, you have more joy. And so I want you to experience that. And then the last sign that you're not ready to date is that you have this constant fear of getting hurt again. Okay. And so this is a big one because I know people are like, I've done some healing work. It's been a long time. We've been separated for a while. That relationship ended months ago. It's been over a year, but you still have this constant fear of getting hurt, of getting rejected again. What if it happens again? Okay. If you find yourself in that place, then you're not ready, okay? Because that means you're walking into the relationship with the wrong mindset. You're walking in looking for that person to hurt you, whether you realize it or not. The thing you fear is the thing that you look for. You keeping your eye out for that thing. And so that person may be nice, sweet as pie, doing all the right things, but they might do one little thing wrong. And because you have the fear of being hurt again, you're going to see that one thing and laser focus in on that one thing. It's like the person won't even be able to mess up. They won't be able to make a mistake within that relationship because you're waiting for them to fail. You're waiting for the relationship to fail. You're like, see, I told you they were going to hurt me again. And that's not the case. It's not what the person intended to do. So if you find yourself in that place, with that fear, you have to deal with that fear before you actually move on to a new relationship. Okay. And that's the 6 things. Let me go through them again. Number 1, to know the signs that you're not ready to date again. Number 1 is the breakup is fresh. Number 2, you're still fantasizing about your ex. Number 3, you're still experiencing unforgiveness toward your ex. Number 4, you're looking for someone to fix the heartbreak. Number 5, you're dating to numb the loneliness. And number 6, you're in constant fear of getting hurt again. All right. So if you are experiencing one, some, or all of these things, then they are red flags. And they are things that you should deal with before you actually try to enter into another relationship. If you want that relationship to be healthy, if you want that relationship to be long lasting. And you might be saying, well, sis, I'm not looking for it to be long lasting. I just need somebody. That's not fair to the other person. You shouldn't do that to yourself. Okay, because that distraction of just dating because I need the distraction is keeping you from something. It's distracting you from what? From actually healing, from actually processing your grief. Even if you never date again, sis, if you never get married, you're probably saying, God forbid, but if you never get married, do you want to stay broken as a single woman? You should not want that for yourself, regardless of your relationship status. You're not healing for someone else. You're healing for yourself. So do the right thing for yourself and heal your broken heart. And God, no matter what your relationship status is, 1, God still loves you. And 2, he still has purpose for you. So be the best version of yourself that God created you to be so that he can use you the way that he sees fit. And remember, one of the best resources to use to actually become that person is Grieving the Living. Go and enroll in my course right now. There's a link for you in the show notes. And just for being a podcast listener, you can get 20% off. Use the discount code podcast20 at checkout to get your 20% discount. But start your healing journey today. Start your grieving journey today, because whether you know it or not, you are already grieving. All right. And so if you find yourself in this place, jump in, get in where you fit in. Where are you in this grieving process so that you can complete it, come out on the other side, healed, whole, happy, and full of joy, regardless of your relationship status. That is the person that you want to be. All right. I love you so much, sis. And I will talk to you again real soon. Bye. Hey, sis. Listen, if you have been blessed, changed, or inspired by this podcast in any way, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This is the #1 way that you can thank me and show support for the show. Also, if this podcast blessed you, don't keep it to yourself. Do a quick share and bless someone else. Please know I am so grateful for each and every one of you, and I would love to hear from you. Come connect with me and other like-minded individuals in my Facebook group called Christian Women Overcoming Heartbreak and Finding Purpose. I can't wait to meet you back here really soon. Until then, remember to love the life you have while you're making it better. Love you, sis.